Think back to what you were doing in 1961. You could have been hanging out with your friends, listening to your favorite musicians, or if you're like me, you weren't even thought of yet. It was a very exciting year for country music's legendary artists. Jimmie Rodgers, Fred Rose, and Hank Williams were being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. You may not know what this is, but you're about to find out. My name is Olivia Maines, and I'm a junior here at the University of Kentucky. I am studying marketing and communications, and my future goal is to be an event planner down in Nashville, Tennessee. The Country Music Hall of Fame is home to several different exhibits and offers internship opportunities, such as the Events Department internship. I will be discussing the history and the exhibits here at the Hall of Fame and tell you about the employment opportunities. The idea of the Hall of Fame was started in 1961 and it is still open year-round for tourists to come and visit. The idea was in 1961, but the actual building was not built until 1967. Ballard and Markham state in the Country Music Hall of Fame article that the first Hall of Fame was in the Tennessee State Museum from 1961 until 1967. The first three to be inducted into this Hall of Fame were Jimmie Rodgers, Fred Rose, and Hank Williams. These gentlemen had their plaques hung on the walls on public display in the Tennessee State Museum. In 2001, the Hall of Fame underwent a renovation and a relocation. The renovation cost $37 million and was located further downtown. There are also several plaques and exhibits here at the Hall of Fame. One of the plaques is missing from 1963. Silva outlines in the article Who's in the Country Music Hall of Fame that no one was inducted in 1963, but all the other years have inductees. In the Hall of Fame, there are also several exhibits. The permanent exhibit on display is the Singing Back Home exhibit. It has different photographs, artifacts, and video clips from way back when country music first began. The Country Music Foundation lists some of the artist exhibits on the countrymusichollofame.org, such as Alan Jackson, Kenny Rogers, Miranda Lambert, and Crystal Gayle. The musician and artist exhibits are usually on display only for a short period of time. Along with the exhibits and plaques, the Country Music Hall of Fame also has employment and internship opportunities. We all want to hopefully have a career and internship one day. Therefore, it is important to start looking for possible careers early on. I learned that to have an employment position here at the Hall of Fame, you have to be a team leader. The mission of this employer is clearly stated on their website, countrymusichollofame.org, and it reads, "The mission of the museum is to identify and preserve the evolving history and traditions of country music and to educate its audiences." If you want to be an employee here, having a passion for country music would help set you apart from all of the other applicants. The Country Music Foundation also states on countrymusichollofame.org that the American Museum Association accredits the Hall of Fame. This is such a huge honor because out of 8,000 museums in the United States, only 750 are accredited. The Country Music Hall of Fame is an equal employer and has several full-time positions, and all these roles require different responsibilities and experiences. While doing research for an internship I'm applying for, I found some helpful information. All of the internships are unpaid and are about a minimum of 12 weeks with about 20 hours per week. To apply for any of these internships, you are told to fill out an application and send it back with a cover letter and a resume. Those seeking to apply for the Country Music Hall of Fame are able to gain experience in communication, event management, research, and educational programming. There are several internships available each semester, and some are Client Services, Digital Marketing, Public Programs, and Events Department intern. I am applying for the Events Department internship. As mentioned earlier, I do want to be an event planner in Nashville, Tennessee. And if I were to be the Events Department intern, I would gain a lot of experience and knowledge that would help me in my future career. If you're aspiring to have a successful career, the best thing you can do is to have an internship where you can gain knowledge that will help you in your future career endeavors. For the Events Department internship, it is preferred that you know how to use the Microsoft application programs. An intern for this position needs to be someone who is responsible, organized, and can complete tasks. I believe that I fit the requirements for this internship because in college I have taken a class focused on Microsoft applications and how to use them. I am also very organized and responsible. I have proved my responsibility by getting good grades in class and staying involved on campus. The Events Department intern is also responsible for completing several tests and duties. Some of the duties of the events intern, according to the Country Music Foundation, Inc., outlined on countrymusichofoffame.org are servicing different events, attending weekly meetings, and compiling events reports. Since I want to be an event coordinator, doing tasks like these would only help and enhance my knowledge and ability to perform well. I look forward to doing duties like these in my career, and it does not seem like a burden to me. You now know more about the Country Music Hall of Fame. I have provided the history and the different exhibits in the Country Music Hall of Fame. I have described some of the employment and internship opportunities. Since I'm applying for the Events Department intern, I have described what is expected and how I will fulfill these requirements. The Country Music Hall of Fame is home to several exhibits and internship opportunities, but being connected to the Country Music Hall of Fame is such an honor for those aspiring musicians and those who just love the field of music.